Welcome to day 5 of the International Arbitration Gumzo.
We are going to explore different topics under international arbitration.
International arbitration is still far more agile than it was 20 years ago. Today, we see that the systems can accommodate virtual hearings, document-only proceedings. We have expedited procedures, as well as emergency relief. So I think there is a bit of catch-up that needs to happen in order to address the new complex issues that are arising from the energy transition.
There's been a lot of discussion around changing the format of the tribunal. And one of the discussions has been creating an arbitration center for disputes around electricity. And I agree with it because one, they're very complex issues, and you'll find that in many cases, the matters are resolved by technical information.
When you're drafting petroleum contracts, you make sure that you are detailed, you are calm, you don't rush, because any decision that you take, it can be so much of detrimental effects.
So I think we need to unlearn that attitude. We need to change that attitude into the belief that, yes, when we come up with dispute resolution mechanisms, these are ways in which we have always brought remedies to our societies. That way, at least we can keep some of that industry. It's a multi-billion-dollar business that is being fleeced out of Africa.
We need to have structured training and skill development that can encompass the situations that come to this continent, Africa.
It's very, very important that you have, most like the value chain, the entire value chain in dispute management processes involved in the discussion on contract administration, so that we can reduce the disputes and have more time or put more effort into implementing the CFTA and actualizing the dream that one day we will be the Africa that we want, an Africa that prospers.
Do not try to optimize for cost, optimize for value efficiency. The wrong frame produces the wrong solutions. A cheaper arbitration that delivers an unenforceable award, or a compromised evidentiary record, or a dissatisfied repeat client is really an expensive failure at a discount. Now, what does this mean for the parties? Before signing an arbitration agreement, demand technology protocols in the clause itself.
But I think what is critical for practitioners as well as arbitrators is the fact that when faced with aspects of setting aside, I think the first critical question to ask ourselves is, even for the tribunal, is where is the seat? Because the seat has a lot to do with the grounds for setting aside. It has a lot to do with the jurisdiction.
There is an incredible duplication of institutional infrastructure and expertise. Instead of what the economists often refer to as economies of scale, we have a very fragmented small-scale farmers that costs us when it comes to infrastructure and the ability to tap into the expertise that is present on the continent. And ultimately, the outcome is we are losing high-value cases.
Gumzo la ADR conference is definitely at a turning point for our country and continent. And there have been a lot of conversations, both in the room and online, throughout this week. As we close this Gumzo la ADR, let us not just live with notes, but with a mandate. Let us remember that we are not just resolving disputes, but we are building an environment to prosper Africa.
Dear friends, we have come to the end of a very, very fruitful week. We have concluded that ADR is not only African, but is also appropriate. So, it does not simply stand for alternative dispute resolution. It stands for African dispute resolution and also appropriate dispute resolution. Our goal is to ensure that investments are safe and that justice is swift, and that harmony is the norm.
These sessions have not only demonstrated the potential of ADR to reduce judicial backlogs, promote economic integration, and ensure culturally sensitive resolutions, but also positioned Africa as a figure of innovation in dispute resolution. To our speakers and facilitators, and of course you, the participants, your expertise and active contributions have been the essence of this conference. It's now my distinct honor to actually declare the Gumzo La ADR Conference 2026 officially closed. I say all this for God and my country.